Alright, Ducks, we are back. We are doing this. I had to go look it up, guys. And I'll tell you this, too. It would have taken me years before I would have accidentally figured out what to do. Because there's nothing to indicate, like, what my idea was, could have been a good idea. Or whatever. You'll see here what I mean. Let's check this shit out. See, I didn't know you could do that. I know you could break through glass mirrors and stuff like that, but that didn't look like that to me. Especially because you could transmute through it. Watch this thing kill me. This is so cool. I'm actually in the water tower, it looks like. I didn't know that this was actually real. And I am inside of it, swimming around. I wouldn't be happy if I found out this was slip in my water supply. Oh my god, creepy. Especially wouldn't be happy to figure out that was in my water supply. Oh man, and I almost have to talk about, and I don't know if I'm going to save any of this footage or whatever later on, and I guess if not, then it really doesn't matter either way, so I might as well talk about it. What a fucking fight between Michael Chandler and Patty Pimblett, man. Complete shades, bringing me flashbacks to Michael Bisping versus Luke Rockhold. Very similar in many regards, many parallels, an American versus a British guy, a complete underdog or whatever. Oops, I didn't mean to shoot that guy. It sucks, I didn't mean to shoot him. I almost want to back out now. Very confused. Well, so what though? So there's this. I went into the pipes. I shot that poor guy right now, so now the humans are gonna hate me again. I keep killing them by accident. But they keep popping out though and freaking me out. No, there's no way that there's no point in coming up here. I need to look around a little bit better. That, but there needs to be more. Maybe just to shoot that, aim down or something like that, I guess. That did nothing. Maybe it did. Doubt that I can transmute and then just step through it. Maybe I can run around in a circle? Do something like that? Perplexing. We'll come back to this. There could be something like a switch or something like that that I'm missing. Oh! See? Could have spent hours in there for no reason, but turns out this is not particularly useful either. Push that down there and block up the thing, and it'll flood the room. Maybe that's our plan. And it's weird because I watched the video, but I guess I probably turned it off or whatever once I saw that you could get into there, and I was like, okay, I know enough. I didn't plan for there being like another puzzle, but that's fine. And I feel like this one's not. If I'm understanding it correctly, where I cover this one vent. This one's not so hard. Which I'm almost positive that this is it. Yeah. Okay, well that barely helps us. Now the question is... Okay, so once we go into the spirit realm, how does that help us? This is ass. What now after that? Do I need more cubes? It flooded the thing, but... Maybe something else is activated by doing that. Oh! See, I'm glad I didn't linger about for no reason. What? I've never gotten this before, I'm pretty sure. Achievement! Hydromancer. This hype ass. Yes. Bless me with more. Okay, I had no idea we were going to get something like that here. What does this mean now? I don't think that it told me that there was going to be anything like that. We're at the water glyph. Craziness. Victory of his career. Sorry, I'm messaging like a million people about this fight. Of course, it's not spelling any of the words correctly. Yeah, that other guy, Michael Chandler, man, no disrespect to him because great athletic specimen or whatever, I understand the discipline that it takes to get to that level is unworldly. So I don't want to diminish the preparation of that brave fighter to go out there and risk his health and get busted up the way that he did and keep fighting. So in a way, he should not be mocked or made fun of. That being said, it's almost a proof of the fighter versus the athlete mentality because poor Michael Chandler does not have the fighter mind, like I guess archetype or reflexes. He flinches whenever anybody like tries to strike him or whatever, and you cannot flinch in the world of combat. In the world of sports really in general, you can't be out there flinching. And so, no disrespect to him or whatever, but at the same time, I have to be honest and say that this guy, while probably very impressive in combine type situations of being able to run real fast and they can measure his vertical and all of that stuff, that's phenomenal. That doesn't necessarily translate very well to the actual skill of fighting or whatever, you know. And so some of those methods need to be evaluated. This guy's already kind of old, too. This ain't no spring chicken that I'm talking about. You got the water equipment, so what? You gotta get out of here, I'm assuming. Because we're in the human Citadel. Alright, well, I almost need to go back and watch the video again because this does not help me that much. Unless we just missed the health, which I'm hoping that we did. Hoping it's just out in the open, because normally they do not require this complexity of puzzles. Which is why I'm somewhat relieved to see that it was actually a spell that I've never gotten. I doubt that I've gotten it. I might have gotten it, but let's be honest. I don't remember any of that. What now? Might have to back out and go watch another video. Well, I guess I have no choice. I mean, I guess I do have choices, but I'm not going to sit and waste another 40 minutes. I would have never guessed the last one. Alright, ducks. I'll be back in like 10 minutes, I guess.